Hi, I am Madison McClellan, and this is my Module 8 reflection. The two questions to be answered are compare the terms restitution and compensation and explain the goals of imposing restitution on offenders. I'm going to talk about them concurrently. So, according to the article Victim Compensation and Restitution, victim compensation is usually paid by the government. These are usually like state-run programs that have funds that are collected from offender fines and federal grants to directly reimburse victims. To be eligible, the person must have been a victim of some offense, usually a violent offense such as assault, domestic violence, or sexual assault, and have suffered physical or psychological injury. The government usually pays expenses such as medical bills, mental health counseling, funeral costs, and sometimes lost earnings. In Utah, for example, we have the Office for Victims of Crime, and they are advocates who assist victims during their hardships. In contrast, restitution is court-ordered and paid by convicted offenders directly or through an asset forfeiture process. And there are four main types of restitution that we learned about. The first one is called restitution as a means of repaying victims. This is when the victim is compensated for losses incurred during or after a crime, such as stolen cash, valuables, or outstanding medical bills. The next one is restitution as a means of rehabilitating offenders. In this case, instead of being incarcerated, wrongdoers spend time and effort performing services to help them understand the distress their actions have caused. This is in hopes to rehabilitate them and hope that they can rejoin society and become a better person. The next one is means of restitution. The next means of restitution is reconciling offenders and their victims. According to the textbook that we are reading right now, this occurs after offenders have fully repaid their individuals they hurt. This is to dissipate hard feelings between the victim and the offender. The next one is restitution as a means of punishing offenders. This is the belief that offenders should pay their debt to society by serving time, but while also repaying what they owe to the victims. This method is kind of frowned upon by advocates because the person can't get paid back until the person has finished their prison sentence, and so those are the main types of restitution and also what compensation means.